Salaksham Varshalakshana Avyahata Balendriya Stuyamano Mahayogi Munibhi Siddhacharane Kula Chalendra Dhronishu Nana Sankalpa Siddhishu Reme Vidyadhara Sribhi Gopayan Harimeshwaram Gapayan Hari Ishwaram. Being praised with the great sages and saints and by the inhabitants of Siddha Loka and Charana Loka, Chitraketu, the most powerful mystic yogi, wandered about enjoying life for millions of years. With bodily strength and senses free from deterioration, he traveled within the valleys of Sumeri mountain, which is the place of perfection of the various kinds of mystic power. In those valleys, he enjoyed the life of the woman of Vidyadhara Loka by chanting the glory of the Supreme Lord Hari. So many things to understand. So we are hearing in the morning class what? Proper class. Also hearing steps. Prabhupada was talking about with Bhagavad Gita in the 4th chapter. Krishna says, Ivam vivasvate yogam poktavan ahumabhayam vivasvana manave praha manu ikshvakave abravit. It's the 4th chapter, 1st shloka, 4.1. And Krishna is saying, I taught this knowledge, Arjuna, previous to the sun god. What is the understanding of this? Present day understanding of sun is it's only fire. There is a question of going there and question of teaching somebody there. Who is there to teach? Correct? This will be there. But misfortune is this shows ignorance because the soul can live in any situation. Try to understand. The definition of life is totally silly today. Definition of life is this bunch of chemicals. Correct? Life is not the chemical, life is the soul. Living soul, dead matter. The beginning of knowledge is when somebody can understand that he is an observer and the body is observed. Kshetra, Kshetragna. Bhagavad Gita also, 13th chapter. Kshetragna chapimam viddhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. I may be observer within my body, but the Lord is observer in each body. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. Is there in each and every body and is observing. You are observing. You cannot observe everything. God is sitting in your heart as Paramatma. He is also the observer. Cha. Cha in Sanskrit means also. Okay. You studied Sanskrit school time. Cha in Sanskrit means also. So, just by just one word cha, Krishna is clarifying. He is there in every heart, and not only that, he is there in every atom. So he is observing everything at the same time. You cannot do that. Now you present in his room here, you cannot present in his house. But just because you cannot do something doesn't mean God cannot do. You cannot lift a mountain. God can lift a mountain. No, I cannot do it. It doesn't mean God cannot do. You are limited. You can do something. So that's the problem. We think I can live 100 kilo, God can live 150 kilo. That's it. And what is your understanding of God? God is inconceivable. So now what happens in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling Arjuna, I have taught you this knowledge, but I taught it previously to sun god. And then the Acharya sit and calculate, because the life of Manu, in a day of Brahma there are 14 Manus. One day is 4.3 billion years. So each Manu there are 300 billion years. 14 Manus. 4.32 billion years divided by 14 roughly give you 300 billion. So 300 million years is the life of Manu. And sun god is the father of our Manu. What is the present Manu's name? Vivaswan is the father. Vaivasvata. You can derive the name of the son from the father. Kunti Kaunteya. Pandu, Pandava. Sanskrit language you can do that. So Vivaswan, Vaivasvata. Dhritarashtra's son are called Dhartarashtra. Vaivasvata. That's our present Manu. Very nice personality. Previous life he was Satyavrata. The Matsya Avatara came to save him. not ordinary personality. You heard about Matsya Avatara? Matsya Avatara said, he told him to arrange a big boat, and you sit on the boat with sages and others, some living entity, I'll carry the boat. The water or devastation, you'll say. Not easy, not ordinary personality. So Manu is a very great personality. You should be so happy. Manu is the chief administrator of this universe. Brahma, you can say, is like the CEO, and Manu is the executive director. He is the one who runs the show for 300 million years. Everything comes under him. All devatas, everything. He is a reporting officer. Then is Brahma. Manu is a very big post. Therefore, it's a Manmantra. In fact, he is so exalted, he is called Manmantra Avatar. He is the incarnation of the Lord in that way. Just like Brahma is incarnation, Buddha Avatar, Manu is also incarnation. Ordinary, very, very extraordinary personality. So this Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, has lived 120 years of his, million years of his life now. Total life of one Manu, 300 million years. How much he has lived? 120 million years. So, Vivasvan heard Gita before, as a brahmachari, before having a child. So the life of the Gita was spoken, therefore, by this calculation, 120 million years ago, at least. How much it becomes? 120 million years ago. Krishna says it. Evam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham. I taught it to Vivasvan. Vivasvan Manave Praha. He taught it to his son. Manu Ikshvake Avarvid. And Manu taught his son Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku is on earth the first personality of the Surya Vamsha. Lord Rama came in this dynasty, Ikshvaku dynasty. So said, I taught. Sun God means this is Surya Vamsha going. Correct? Sun God, Manu, Ikshvaku. So Arjuna says, wait a minute, Krishna. You क्या बोल रहे भाई? You are my contemporary. Yeah, maybe whatever, maybe I think 80-year-old at that time, Mahabharata war. Both had grandchildren. You क्या बोल रहे हो? You are talking about what? You are my contemporary. You are telling you taught this knowledge to sun god 120 million years ago. By Israf, he doesn't say the figure here in Gita. So how is it possible, Krishna? Suppose you tell me some 200, when earth was created, at that time I talked to क्या बोल रहे थे? You were born with me in this world. Actually, Arjuna asked questions on our behalf because we will not be able to understand this. He's clarifying it. So Krishna says that Arjuna, you are also there in some capacity. Arjuna is associated with the Lord. He is always there with the Lord in some capacity. He is very eternal, close devotee of the Lord. It's like when a king comes, secretary is always there. King doesn't come alone. So Krishna says, Arjuna, you're also there, but you don't remember. That's the difference between them. And then Prabhupada, there's a very nice explanation. So we forget because we change body every birth. Even if you remember your last life as a horse and something comes in a dream, what does it make sense? To reference to context, it has lost all meaning. And one thing is that it is Krishna's kindness, he makes us forget. It is said the pain of birth is so much you forget. You don't even know how much the pain of birth must be. In life also it is said, when the person goes through acute pain, physical or emotional, he sometimes forgets everything. And that. So it is said the pain of birth is so severe. We don't even know that how painful it is. They say the four pains of life is Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. What are the four pains of life? Birth is painful. Disease is painful, old age is painful, and death is painful. And our life should be to find solution to these four problems. I do not want these problems, they are coming repeatedly. Samsara means Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Unnecessarily I am suffering that. There is no need for me to go through this. This much is understood. So Krishna is saying, Arjuna, I do not change the body. You change the body. Because you change the body, you forget. I don't change the body. Because Krishna's body is spiritual. That's the Prabhupada explaining in the class. How do you reconcile? One side Shastra says Nirakara. Other side it says Shyama Sundara. Both sides it is. Some people hear that part. Nirakar ho gaya na, ho gaya. The God in the form now. Why does it simultaneously say Shyam Sundara is most beautiful? The reason is his form is material. His form is spiritual. It is not material. Therefore Nirakara. He doesn't have material form. But he has spiritual form. Understood? In India, very, very scratch little. At the end it is Mayavad. Mayavad means God is no form. This nonsense has been propagated actually. Lot of work is there. You take ideal Vedic civilization few thousands of years ago. Even 150 years ago when Britishers came to India, every education system was Gurukul in India. Crores of Gurukuls were there. Everybody is learning the Guru and they're learning all this. But to some extent knowledge had deteriorated. Everything deteriorates over a period of time. You are young now, over a period of time you also become old now. Okay? Unless it's preserved and protected, things get diluted and spoiled. So you take the general understanding, say take the ideal Vedic civilization. Every person was learning properly the Vedic knowledge. And gradually this has become deteriorated. And now it's nothing to do. When Britishers came, what was that all remaining also got dismantled. And they say, now we are going to give you real knowledge. I am saying that actually they have not even begun knowledge to this day. This word is, very interesting. It is a shadow of what it is not. Shadow of something, not the reality. You get cheated by shadow. You think this is your body, you're not the body, you're the soul. Like it is the ABC. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what is the difference between East and West? Prabhupada said, in East, even a rickshaw puller knows he's not the body. In the West, even the top scientists think he's the body. That's a big difference of knowledge. So there was a great promise when Britishers came to India, apart from exploiting, looting, other things which they did, and made the richest country in the world the poorest, among the poorest. They did that actually. Muslims did not make the country poor because they looted something, but overall they settled down here. So the wealth remained here. Correct? Akbar people, all they settled here. But these people, they never settled here. They were in ships and all, taking all the resources. They say we made railway lines. For what? Quickly looting. Not to help you. As if to help country they made. Never. Never. But it is true. Prabhupada sometimes laughs. Their administration was better than what it is today. Even then. Even though the looting did not stop. That had continued. Even after that. But administration, the rebel Prabhupada, they were very worried Prabhupada said. Because they had not much people from British here. They were using Indian army. They were using Indian people and ruling the country. Very interesting. They knew. Therefore, they ran away when the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Yesterday I read that again. They have various biographies of the Britishers in war and conversations with them. They said, why did you leave the country? They said, not because of Gandhi's non-violent movement, never. And actually it had fizzled out by 40s. He promised within 1 year I'll give you 40 years nothing, 30, 40 years nothing happened. And by the time 40s it had totally fizzled out. So not because of the Gandhi's non-violent, it's because of Subhash Chandra Bose. Because we panicked now for our life. Because they knew they can never bring enough soldiers from England to handle the situation if Indian soldiers revolt. That many soldiers they don't have. The army in India was as far as I know, East India Company itself had 2.5, 3 lakh men. And British army might have been still bigger. Okay? So they knew that we cannot rule the country for using Indian soldiers if they revolt. From our country we cannot bring that many soldiers. How many bring in a ship? 100, 200, 500, 1,000. That also takes 2-3 months that time. They don't have that kind of soldiers. They knew we will not. And when the Indian people started revolting, correct? When Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose or the spirit revolt, then they ran for their life. This is actually what happened. Suppose in your house a thief comes. बोला पैसा किधर है? इधर आ जा ले ले. और चाहिए इधर भी है. You think he's going to go because of that? So in administration, they should ignore non-violence. You have to raise a weapon to protect now your wealth. Right? If you become foolish, he will loot you nicely. Correct? A thief has come to the house. You tell him, मेरे पापा के pocket में ये थोड़ा वो भी ले ले तू ये भी ले. वो तो बहुत खुश हो जाएगा. So इधर मार इधर भी मार. This is nonsense actually. I don't know, internationally foolishness gets glorified because world is today a fool's paradise. What is that? Fool's paradise. Andhe Nagari? Chopatra. People, oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Non-violence is not for the Kshatriyas. We should not take law into hand. But administration, those who are taking charge or want to take charge, they have to take, otherwise it will not happen. So they ran actually. A thief will only run when he lifts a weapon. If you say, idhar bhi maar, he is very happy. Because he is a thief. So they were thieves actually. They were thieves. They came to loot the country and they were looting continuously. Till now they are not giving all the jewels they have taken. Kohinoor starting with so many things they did. And they converted the richest country. India's GDP was 24. Today people, it was difficult to even believe now. India's GDP was 24% of the world's GDP. 1857 Britishers came to India. Richest country in the world. Same thing is America today. America's GDP. How much people give value to America? But only thing, because of collapse of the culture. Culture actually already started collapsing. It was, a few, sense gratifiers ruling as so-called kings. Mostly. Some were good, but mostly spoiled. And they were not in a position to protect the country. That's it. Kshatriya had become little weak. Army had become little weak. But country was the richest country in the world. Just like you say Tibet. It was a little weak country. Immediately China took over. You have to have your army always ready, correct? They also thought non-violence. The Chinese came. Now they are crying, they cannot do anything. They closed practically all their monasteries, Buddhist monasteries. One or two they kept open. Namkavaste. You know that? And they settled all the people from mainland China there. Just made it their, Buddhist culture finished. So something similar. So now the first knowledge, they said that they are going to introduce great knowledge into India. But actually, to this day, the whole world has not even begun the knowledge of Gita. Not even begin. What they are going to teach. And the first knowledge of Gita is, you are not the body. In fact, knowledge starts from there. Everything changes. Does it make a difference? Everything changes. Prabhupada also, you see, all around the world he has gone. And all the conversations he had, all the discussions he had with every kind of philosopher, scientist, or other religionists. First thing, we are not the body. This is the beginning. We are reading, this is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is much advanced. The discussion of different places, cosmology, Vedic cosmology. That's this big issue then. But the first thing, understand that beginning of Vedic knowledge is we are not the body. It makes everything changes. In logic, we change the fundamental, then everything changes. Suppose I say 2 equal to 3, then I can prove anything. Any nonsense thing, and because my basis is wrong. Right? So that's why you see today everything nonsense is going on in the world. Because the foundation, we should check the foundation. When you see everybody in this world is so much anxiety, everybody is searching for employment, we see that moral degradation of the society, we see so many angles. Go and check the fundamentals. There's something wrong with the fundamentals, correct? So we are just helplessly affected by the foundation which has been put in the society. And the foundation is wrong. The foundation is, I am the body. And then that leads to a culture called hedonism, where I try to make the body more and more comfortable. Correct? What we are doing with this so-called science and technology, we are trying in a very foolish way to make the body, trying to create a situation comfortable for my enjoyment. No, this is not comfortable. The hair backside also little soft cushion they should have put. What design there? Now it is comfortable. Now it's paining little. So like that, what we are trying to do every moment? Trying to create a situation which is comfortable for my enjoyment. Correct? And Bhagavatam says, Gita says, you are not the body, sir. What are you doing? Because the enjoyment ends with the body, not with this, nothing happens to the soul. And it is a fact. Even though there may be people who have made their basic for enjoyment, material enjoyment, eating, sleeping, mating and defending very comfortable, or comparatively more, there is no comfortable position in this world, comparatively more comfortable, they are still not happy. There are people. A student in America of your age will have 40 times more. Minimum. The average income is 40 times an average income of India. Okay? You know that? Therefore people like to go to America. Because the engineer there will earn so much. $1 lakh, 60 lakhs. In India you get 60,000, you're happy. True? People are happy. You get 60,000 per month, you are happy. And that is per month. But in an annum, how much it becomes? 6-7 lakh rupees. And there, a good salary is $100,000, 67 lakhs. So just imagine, there is so much difference. But still, even with all this, they are not happy. Therefore, if you want to practice spiritual life, the best place is India. Best places? I told you the joke now. In Mathura, I met a conductor. So I was talking to him. So I said, अभी मैंगलोर में कभी आएंगे प्लीज आइए हमारा मंदिर है. क्यों आए? क्यों आए? आप आओ इधर. हमको क्या रखा आपके मैंगलोर में? ये तो मथुरा है. हम क्यों जाए इधर छोड़ के? That kind of very nice actually. Ordinary clerk उसको दिमाग बहुत है. तो लोगों को दिमाग नहीं है. Any youngster इसे अमेरिका चले जाना है ना? बड़ा खुश हो जाता है. अगर आपको आध्यात्मिक प्रगति करना है और अगर आपको वैकुंठ धाम जाना है, अगर आपको ये सब समझना है, तो भारत में जन्म लेना सबसे बड़ा फायदा. इसीलिए मिला है अभी, ये भी आपको मालूम नहीं. इंद्रिय भोग के लिए जन्म भारत भूमि में नहीं मिलता, दूसरी जगह मिलता. उसको भोग भूमि बोलते हैं, जहाँ आत्मा का ज्ञान ही नहीं है. धर्म सो कॉल्ड, आत्मा का ज्ञान नहीं है. कोई आत्मा का ज्ञान नहीं. अच्छा करो, किसी का इलाज करो, किसी को खाना खिलाओ, यही धर्म होता है. आत्मा का ज्ञान जीरो. तभी तो आत्मा को, आत्मा का ज्ञान होने में आदमी को टोटली फिलॉसफी कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. हम शरीर नहीं आत्मा है. पूरा दुनिया में ज्ञान नहीं है. सारे साइंटिस्ट पकड़ लो, फिलोसोफर पकड़ लो, सारे सो कॉल्ड फेथ्स पकड़ लो, कहीं पे भी ये ज्ञान नहीं है. क्या ज्ञान? हम शरीर नहीं आत्मा है. और इधर गीता बिगिन होती है. ग्रेट. सो व्हेन ब्रिटिशर्स केम टू इंडिया, और जिन्होंने भारत में सारे गुरुकुल बंद किए और बोला कि हम आपको असली ज्ञान देंगे, क्या ज्ञान दिया? एक्चुअली चैतन्य महाप्रभु थे 500 साल पहले जब मुस्लिम लोग इंडिया में आए, तो किसी ने बोला कि कुछ इसको इनका राज्य निकाले. चैतन्य ने वैदिक ज्ञान से ठीक कर देते. आप ज्ञान से लड़ नहीं सकते. अलग अलग लोग अलग अलग तरह से लड़ते हैं. शूद्र लोग एक तरह से लड़ते हैं, वैश्य लोग इकोनॉमिक्स से लड़ते हैं. करेक्ट? आजकल है ना, एक दूसरे को इकोनॉमिक्स होता है ना, फाइनेंशियल. और क्षत्रिय लोग हथियार से लड़ते हैं और ब्राह्मण लोग ज्ञान से लड़ते हैं. और सबसे बड़ा युद्ध ज्ञान का युद्ध होता है. समझ रहे? सबको दिखता नहीं है एक्चुअली. ज्ञान का युद्ध सबसे खतरनाक युद्ध है. व्हेन प्रभुपाद जी इंग्लैंड में पहुंचे थे, तो उनको एयरपोर्ट में थोड़े लोग डरे हुए थे उनसे. क्यों? उन्होंने अमेरिका में 100 मंदिर करीब और 60-70 मंदिर उन्होंने अमेरिका में बनाया था. टोटल 108. तो वहाँ उनके 4000 शिष्य बन गए थे, फुल टाइम वर्कर. और एक मूवमेंट हो गया था अमेरिका में, हरे कृष्णा मूवमेंट, नोन एवरीवेयर. और बड़े बड़े लोग शिष्य बन गए थे. तो अमेरिका में एयरपोर्ट में पहुंचे प्रभुपाद जी, तो रिपोर्टर उनके पास आए थोड़ा डर के, हमारी कंट्री में क्यों आए? ऐसा होता है ना, चैलेंज करते, क्यों आए? अरे आप लोग ये प्रश्न पूछ रहे हो. अच्छा, तुम हमारे देश में आए, सब लूट के ले गए, लेकिन तुम एक चीज भूल गए. क्या? ये गीता. मैं आपको एक गीता का ज्ञान देने आया हूँ, ये आप भूल गए लूटना. उनका तो बोला, तुम्हारा तो मुंह भी नहीं है बोलने का. कह रहा तुम कैसे आ गए हमारे देश में? क्योंकि हमने इनवाइट किया था. क्या तुम आए ना हमारी जगह? अच्छा, आप सोचो ना, हमने तो आपको इनवाइट नहीं किया, आ गए, वो भी सब लेके लूट के ले गए. और आप पूछ रहे हो आप क्यों आए हो? अच्छा, यू हैव नो राइट टू आस्क. तो आप पूछ रहे हो क्यों आए हैं? आप सब कुछ लूट के ले गए, एक चीज भूल गए, गीता के ज्ञान लेना भूल गए, वो देने आए हो. प्रभुपाद की जय.